welcome to this edition of Price by Load. I'm your host, Larissa McKenzie, and today we are going to price a loan. But first, we're going to pull up an apartment complex. This apartment complex is located on Ralph McGill Boulevard in Atlanta, Georgia, zip code 30312. You can see that they start from studios and go up to 2 bedrooms. The 2 bedrooms range in price from 2,500 per month up to 2,800 per month. So what I'm going to do is pull up an active listing of a home in that same area, and we're going to price that loan. And this is the home that I've pulled up. It's located at 641 Irish Street in zip code 30312. You'll see that the home does look like it has a fresh coat of paint, small front yard, move-in ready, large sitting area, fireplace, kitchen area. This may be a bedroom, the master bath, and this is the additional bedrooms. The backyard with a small porch and fenced-in backyard. This home features 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Property taxes, $4,541 were reported for the year 2025. That may increase a tad bit in the upcoming year. The active sales price is $300,000. Let's price that loan. To price that loan, we are going to go to one of America's largest lenders, UWM. You'll see that I already have the address pulled up, and it states that the address, 641 Irish Street, has an estimated property value of $311,000. The annual property taxes here are listed at $4,600. So let's price that loan. We're going to click on loan information, and you'll see that we already have the zip code in as 30312. And let's assume that you offered full price for that home and that the down payment was 4%. We're going to price it using the conventional and FHA loan products. We are going to say that your debt to income ratio is under 45%. Then we stated that the annual property taxes were $4,500 for last year. Let's say that the insurance is $2,500. Let's say that you have 3 months of reserve. Let's assume that your credit score is 660. You know what? Let's lower that to 650. Let's say that the monthly income is $7,590 and you're a first-time homeowner. Let's see if we forgot anything. And okay, let's see. Now let's price that loan. We're going to click on get our quote. And let's go back and double check what the monthlies are. So for a 2 bedroom, 1,000 square feet, you're looking at 2,500. And for just another 100 square feet, you're looking at 2,800. So let's price the loan. Let's look at this. This FHA states that interest rate 6%, and that your monthly payment would be $2,480. Now let's go back to the apartment complex, and we can all see that that's lower than any of the 2 bedrooms listed here. Also, you're getting an extra bedroom with this property. Ladies and gentlemen, what could you do with an additional bedroom? You could rent it out. How much are bedrooms renting out these days? I don't know. I'm assuming at least $700 for a bedroom and include all of the utilities. So that money can be applied toward your mortgage as well. So your renter is helping you build equity in your home. So pricing that loan with a 660 credit score, which is somewhat low. So just imagine if you had a 700 or 750 credit score, your payments would be a little bit lower, but it would definitely be lower than any of these apartment complexes. And we all know that with an apartment complex, you're not building equity. And with that particular home here that's listed at 300,000 and its estimated value is 311,000, ladies and gentlemen, you already have equity in your home. That is the name of the game. Price my loan. If you have a property that you would like for me to price, you can contact me at MackenzieLending.com. Once you go to MackenzieLending.com, you're going to click the Apply Now button. To apply for a loan, you will need a pay stub dated within the last 30 days. You'll also need 2 years of W-2s, bank statements, and 2 years of tax returns. We'll also need to see your bank statements. You'll also need to have saved up enough for closing costs as well as your down payment. Don't have your down payment? Hey, we have help. We can help you there as well. We have down payment assistant programs. That way you can save the cash that you have saved up for emergencies. Emergencies do occur when you're purchasing a home, but the key is to save up. And if you have a down payment assistant program, then that will cover the down payment for the home, and you'll be able to save those funds in a interest-bearing savings account until an emergency occurs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to apply for a loan, visit me online or give me a call at 770-639-3993. My name is Larissa McKenzie, and that's this edition of Price My Loan. So every day on YouTube, I price a loan. I find an apartment complex and I find a available property nearby and I price that loan. And typically I do use low credit scores just so you guys can see that it's still affordable, especially if you're renting. And we all know that rent goes up every year. With a mortgage, I'll give you an example. I am also a homeowner. I've been in my home for about 10 years now. My mortgage does fluctuate, but only by 75 to $200 every year. So it's somewhat predictable, unlike living in an apartment. So if you think that you may qualify for a home loan, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to help you become a homeowner and build equity. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Tune back in tomorrow on Price My Loan with Larissa McKenzie.